Okay, let's come down to all fours. Maintaining a long spine, you want to form 4 strong pillars. So shoulders directly above the wrists and the hips directly above the knees. And directly behind the knees would be your ankles. So parallel lines everywhere. Long spines, we're making sure that you're not forming a hammock. So engage your core slightly so that you're directing energy from the crown of the head all the way down to the tailbone. Excellent. Find space, especially within the shoulder joints, so that you're not resting into the shoulders as I'm demonstrating here. So really pushing from the heels of the palms. Now from here, we're just going to lift the right arm directly in front of you and lengthening the left leg. If possible, lift the left leg as well. You want to try to maintain square hip, so making sure especially the left hip is not raised. Stay there. Energy from the fingertips and the toe tips stay lengthened, keeping this pose active. And breathe. Before you place it down, other side, lengthen the left arm and the right leg. Energy, toe tips, fingertips, remember that. Spine still really long, core engaged. And back down. Now we're just going to isolate the hip joints for a bit, so lifting the left leg, the right leg out, sorry. We're just going to mobilize it, so freestyle, just movements from the hip joint, opening, closing, or maybe if the knees could touch the front elbow, or how far can it go away from the right elbow. Just play with that, still maintaining this long spine. And slowly come back to all fours as we switch legs. Space still in the shoulder joints, making sure you're not resting down, hammocking. Good. Really explore that for yourself. Really visualize the fluids within the hip joints as we warm up the hips. Core still engaged. And come back down. Tuck your toes and push up to your first downward of the session. You're going to really form a tall triangle, so apex being the seat bones, really reach up towards the ceilings, pressing again from the heels of the palms, heels directed downwards. You don't have to touch the mat, but keep that intention going. To gain a clear view of the feet, make sure that they're hip width apart. Exactly, shoulders away from the ears. And from here, we're just going to lift the right leg up to a three-legged dog. Stay parallel, so right hip especially, lower it down so that it's equal level. And now just bring the knee to your lips, kiss it if you can. Good, and draw it back up. Now bring the same knee towards the outer elbow, so the right elbow. Good, really engage in the core now. Back up. And the next one towards the other elbow for a twist. And back up. Now from here, we're just going to open the hips so that the hips stack as we bend the top knee. And let that knee, that foot bring you all the way down to what we call the wild thing I've just learned today. Fingertips still pointing towards the mirror, really energetic, before you draw a huge rainbow above you to come into sitting. Exactly, now twist towards the right, so that you come into Marichyasana. See? Stay on the fingertips behind, long spine, really twisting the core now. Finish the pose with a gaze, so making sure you're still looking past the shoulder. And unraveling that to thread the right leg through the hole for a nice diagonal side back. Hips still lifted using the core. Excellent. And from there, just come back into your three-legged dog for your switch legs and lift the left leg this time. Then we're going to try to kiss the knee and back up. Now knee to the outer side of the elbow, left elbow. Back up, and bend it again to the other elbow for a twist, back up. Now open the hips, stacking the hips, bending the top knee, and drop it down for the wild thing. Left side. Draw a huge rainbow to come to sitting, and twist towards the left. Tall spine, think posh. Yeah, the long leg, toes it still pointing upwards. Good. And release. Come to a diagonal side plank, threading through the left leg. How high can you reach? Fingertips still reaching towards the ceiling. Before I pull it back down and recover into your three-legged dog. As you're there, place the long leg down. And now onto your down dog, you want to bend the elbows to lower it all the way till your forearms on the mat. Now try to walk your feet slightly closer towards the elbows so that your spine is stacked up from the hips to the shoulders, and then just lift the right leg up. Is this what we call the dolphin?
Yes.
Good. Stay. Smiling really helps. Now lowering the leg and lift the other one. Dolphin. You can also attempt the forearm stand if you like, otherwise stay and come back down. Lengthening the arms to a down dog again before you bring your right foot in front between your palms. Stay in a parallel lunge, but now really focus on lengthening the spine as you kind of come up through this diagonal pathway all the way up to a parallel warrior one. Now think of yourself, your arms as candy wrapper. So you want to wrap the torso towards the right. Really find this twist. So every inhale you lengthen the spine and crown of the head. Every exhale you twist further. Good. Now unwrap the sweep wrapper to come into your warrior two, dropping the back heel. And right again, center. In the warrior two position. Good. Still looking past the back shoulder. Good. Now wrap it again, lifting the back heel. So it's the same set, but this time we're going to try to lift the back leg to a twist warrior three. Good. Keep breathing. Really try to lift the toes so you're not stressing the feet. Good. And release it back down into a lunge again. I'm going to do a quick demonstration. We're going to do a nice hop to switch sides. Really engaging the core. Stay in parallel lunge. Again, engage the core with lengthened spine as you draw all the way up from the fingertips. Really energetic fingers. Now, candy wrapper again towards the left. This should encourage your right hip to go a bit more forwards as well. And unwrap it, drop the back heel to right on the left side. And back onto the same side. Trying to lift the back leg for a nice warrior three. Pointing from the long toe tips. And release it back down. Just bring your back leg onto the front for a nice forward fold. And bending the knees, gently roll up through the spine. And we're done. That really